Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm trying to get back into the flow of dropping some more tutorial videos after being pretty much burnt out like charcoal from last year's high production videos. When is the next 100 day episode? Not sure when that will be done, so please bear with me. Today we're gonna look at how to build a small blacksmith, which you might have seen in a time-lapse video released last year. I tweaked the design so that the top is accessible from the inside, which was an issue with the original design. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Before we start, I want to thank my patrons and YouTube members for keeping the channel going. Here are the materials you need to make this build. So the basic layout for the build is 4 stone walls for the back and the front, and 3 stone walls for the sides. Then you're going to extend the front by using a 2-meter stone wall, and the width of the front is going to be in total 4 meters, which is 2-meter stone walls. So once you have the layouts here, so you're going to raise the walls of the structure so in total it should be 4 stone walls high. So we got one right here, and we're going to make sure that the walls are staggered. So we're just going to place 1-meter stone here on each of these corners, and then we just use 2-meter stone in the middle just to keep it the stagger look of it. 1, 2, 3. Switch back to 1 meter and back to 2-meter stone. So this is the height that you should have once you're done. So once the walls are all up, you're going to grab your 2-meter stone and you're just going to place one right here and leave this opening here for your doorway. So it should be 3 stone walls high, big enough to hold the wooden gate. Next, what we're going to do is that we're going to mark out where our roof is going to start. So we're going to grab a 1-meter wood, we're going to place one to the side right here and another poking out like that. Do the same thing on this side, another one poking out like this, and you're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. So one over here, one over here, and yes, poking out like that. Next, what you're going to do is that you're going to, just before I proceed, we just need to add one here as well. So let's put one right here, one over here. Just make sure that's straight, and should be all poking out like that. So once that you have that, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to put one more row of stone here. Just make sure that it is staggered. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 stones here, and you're going to do the same thing over here. And the next thing you're going to do is just grab your wood iron pole, and you're going to go right in the corner here. It's going to snap in nicely. So you're going to place one there, place one right here, and this one you're going to place it and make sure it's in line with the top of this stone wall, which is the 5th stone wall. Then you're going to grab your iron beam and you're going to place 1, 2, and rotate it 1, 2. So pretty much making a 2 by 2 box, just like this. So once you have this in place, next thing you're going to do is switch to your angle beams, and it's going to be 45, and it's going to bring this all the way up. So got a triangle roof going to this side as well. And then you're going to do the same thing for the front to get the triangle look of it. You're going to use your X. I'm going to snap this in first, switch back to 45-degree and aim right there. It should snap right at the middle. Once you aim at the bottom, do the same thing and it should goes in. Take out the X and you have a nice little triangle there. So the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to add a few more stones right here. So in this line, we're going to add 3 more rows of stone. So that's 1. You're going to make sure it's staggered. 1-meter stone over here, and 2 more stone in the middle. And this is our 3rd row, and that's 3. You're basically going to do the same thing here around this iron beam. We're just going to add these in first, and then we can add the 1-meter stone to the side. So like that, then add 1-meter stone here, here. So once you're done, this is how it should look. Next area that we're going to focus on, as you can see, to the left side here, where we're going to put our chimney. So we're going to grab our heart, and we're going to place it right here. The next thing that you're going to do is just grab a 2-meter stone, and you're just going to aim at the wall there. So where you see the snapping point is going to overlap the heart like that, and you're going to put a 1-meter stone like that to the front. So you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So 2 meter stone and a 1 meter stone at the front. Now what you're gonna do is that you're going to make sure it's staggered. Just keep with that look, and just fill the back here. And then you're gonna add one more stone here, 1 meter stone to the left, to the right, and then you're going to add a stone arch in the middle, one to the left and one to the right. For the front here, you're just going to add a 2 meter stone just to kind of finish it off like that. Next thing you're going to do, grab your wood iron pole. You're going to snap it in the corner right here. So that's 1, and then you're going to add 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next you're going to add your wooden wall. So you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And for the front here, you're going to place a wooden wall, and you're going to just go up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then for the top, what you're going to do is grab your wood iron beam, and you're going to attach it to the side here, all around the wooden walls like this. Switch over to your 2 meter stone. You're going to attach these to the side of the iron beams like this. And this is the basic look of the chimney. You're going to grab your core wood, and you're just going to snap these to the side all around the chimney here. So the final thing that we're going to add to the chimney here, just to make sure that it's not affected by any rain. As you can see, we don't have any roof above it, and the smoke is coming up, but if there's a rain, then we would be in trouble. So you just place a stone floor right here. What this is doing is finish up the front here, but also half of the stone floor is hanging over the heart here. So you just only need half of it to cover the heart to protect it from the rain. Rain is falling, half of it is covered, so there is no problem with the fire, going out on you. And the smoke is able to come out with that little passage that that is there. So the next thing what we're gonna do, we're gonna focus on the base of the house here. So we're gonna grab our core wood first, and we're gonna focus on the corner. I'm gonna snap the cord right here. It's creating a snapping point to be halfway of the stone here, so it's going to pretty much be like a 0.5 meter. So now you're gonna place a 1 meter beam right there. Take the cord out, and then you're gonna switch on over to the door. And you're going to set it to corner 2 to make it a lot easier for you. It should be snapped to the side of the wall here. And you're going to grab your stone floor, set it to the top. Top 4 is fine. Any of the top is fine. And you're going to snap the floor in. Make sure it's in line with the door. So yes, you can see. And you can now take the door and 1 meter wood beam out. So once this is in place, now the next thing is not going to be that simple. You have to eyeball this one. So you're going to start off with a 1 meter flow, and you're going to place this right here, and we're going to switch on over to our 2 meter beam, and we're going to manually place this in. Make sure it's in line with the stone floor, and you're going to pretty much line the beam with the 1 meter floor on the ground there. Then you're going to switch back to your stone floor, set the snapping point to top, then you're gonna snap this in like this. So this one, you pretty much have to eyeball that snapping point there, but once you have this in place, then it should be a lot easier to add. So we're gonna focus on the top here by adding we'll use the door. So corner 4 is fine, so you can set it this way, switch to the stone floor, and then you're going to set the snapping point to top. Top 4 is fine. Make sure that the stone floor front, the face, and the door are pretty much in line, just like this, and you can pretty much carry this around. So for around here, so you can see that you don't have to do a snapping point, because there's a little it's pretty much half gap right here before it's in line with the stone wall here, and then there's another half. So you can use that to your advantage. Set it snapping point to top, snap that in, and then carry this around the back here, just like this. You can leave this as is, because we're going to work out the workshop area for the blacksmith. So for the next row of stone floor, you're going to place a 1 meter beam to the side of that, and you're pretty much going to get like a 0.5 overhang here. You're going to grab your stone floor, set the snapping point to top, then you can snap that in, and you can pretty much bring this around here. For the corner here, you're going to attach a 2 meter beam, and then you're going to attach a door. So you're going to set snapping point to the side here, switch to your stone floor, set a snapping point to top. You're going to make the back of the door there pretty much in line with the stone floor front right here, and then you're going to bring this all the way down here, and you can pretty much stop right here. So basically you should have a little extra, like this is about 1.5 meter for both the top and the second row here, and then for the sides here it's a little bit about 0.25 is what it should be. Now to get the front here, so what's gonna happen is that there's a snapping point right here because of the stone floor here overlapping the other one. So you can see there's a blue stone there being highlighted there, so it should have snapped in like that, and then you can bring this over, and then you're going to switch to your 1 meter beam. You're going to snap that in, then you're going to switch back to your stone floor and snap it in line with the edge of the beam there. So you should be able to get the front of it looking like that. What you're gonna do is that I've placed the door right here. Make sure to set it to the one of the corners here, and there should be a snapping point right here. Once you have done everything like I've shown previously, you should have be able to snap a door right here. So you're going to use that to your advantage by setting the stone floor to stop, and you're going to snap it in. So the front of the stone here should be that line should go through the middle of this door like this. So there's always two snapping point, one is in the middle and one over to the end. So just make a note of that when you're snapping it in. And then we bring this around, and for this side here we're gonna attach a 2 meter beam to the side and place a door to this edge. Once that is in, you can switch back to your stone floor, set it to top, snapping point. This time you're going to make this front of this stone floor right here be in line with the back part of the door here. So as you can see, so you're pretty much aiming for like a 0.25 length there. This is 0.5 and this is just half of it, and that is how it should look. And you can just carry that into the wall here, and you can pretty much do the same thing. You can connect this with ease, it's still 0.5, and then you can do the same thing here, that's 0.25 there, and you can carry it about here, and we're going to proceed later on to work out the whole area, workshop area. So the next thing what we're going to do here, so we're going to focus on the front here and also the roof. So you're going to grab your 2 meter stone wall, fill this area here, place 1 meter stone to the side, grab a 2 meter stone, fill that in, take that 1 meter stone out, and your front should look like this. Add your 45-degree beam here and here, and then you're going to switch on over to your 45-degree roof shingles, and you're going to place one right over there and one right here. You're going to place 1 meter beam here and here, so creating a snapping point is right here. So you're going to get the roof eye corner 45-degree, and you can snap this here by setting the bottom center, find that snapping point. If it goes into the stone, that is fine, it will not show on the other side. So you can do the same thing here on the other side and fill the roof out. Also, to get this properly snapped in so that it doesn't go into the chimney and cause a problem for the smoke to vent out properly, set the snapping point to center for the X. Then you can place the roof shingle, one right here, and then you should have one that's attaching to the side right here, and a little bit of it overlapping the other roof shingle like this. You can take the X out, and then you can put your 45-degree beam set its snapping point to top so you can get that in easy. So you can repeat the step on the other side and fill the rest of the shingles roof. So we're still focusing on the base of the structure here. We're just going to add some detail before we start the top. So just going to grab your 2-meter beam. I prefer to have the edge of the beam facing me. So I'll just put one over here. You can switch to a 1-meter beam just to do the bottom. Set the snapping point at the top. You can snap these in pretty easy and put a beam at the top of the doorway like that. For the sides here, I'm going to add a beam here and another beam on here. Do the same thing here. Now I like to have the front pop some more. So with the new snapping points, you can set it to bottom, and what you're gonna do is just pretty much aim, hold down on the shift key, and just kind of position it to kind of push it back. Just make sure that you're aiming at the ground there, and you should be able to snap this beam in. So it should not be too much front. That's the maximum I could go, and just snap one over on top of that. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Just make sure it's in line with the beam at the back. Snap that in and snap that in. And for the top here, because I like to hide the little flaw of the stone showing and give the depth, some depth, add some more depth here underneath the roof. So just manually placing this in and just make sure just to position it and it's lined up properly. Just look at the center here. Just make sure you have the triangle is pretty much in line at the top. It's pretty much in line with each other. So that's gonna, you may have to play around with that just make sure that it's in correctly, and just snap these 1-meter beams in like that. Grab your 1-meter wooden wall and just set it to top 1 so you can get that snap in easy for you. Do the same thing here, and you're pretty much going to like switch to the half wall and just snap these at the base here, going around the base of the blacksmith. So once you have that in, you're gonna switch over to your 2-meter beam. Just place one more right here and switch to your 1-meter beam. Rotate it one time going into the wall like that. Rotate it one time on the other side, and you should have your front of your blacksmith looking like this. Okay, so once you have added the detail here, so just like how I did with the front, I've done here, you can just add the same thing with the beam, the edge here, just facing you. Just make sure to just push that in as far as you can, and just go all the way up with that as far as you can, and all the way up with that. So there's going to be a window, so you're going to take these out. So get that out, pull that in with the 1-meter stone. So your window should be this big, pretty much, nothing fancy. What we're going to do is that we're going to add some little detail to the window here. So you're going to grab your door and you're going to place it, center it, so you have a snapping point that is pretty much the center of the stone here. So you can snap this beam in like that, and you can do the same thing here on the other side. You can take the door out, and what you're going to do is you're going to place a 1-meter beam here, and you're going to place a core wood right here, so you can get a snapping point up top. Place another 1-meter beam over on the other side so that we can get that in as well. So you're going to place a dragon adornment. So you just grab a dragon adornment, and you're going to try to snap that in right at the top here, so it'll give you a nice little snapping point there. You can do the same thing on the other side, and it gives you a nice arch. We'll try to redo this side here, placing the core wood back in. So let's make sure that it's in there properly. So set it to the top, perfect bottom. That's better, and then we can try to position this properly. Should be good. So once you have that in, so your window should look like this so far. So you can grab your 2-meter beam here, just finish the bottom here, and also the outer part of the window. We just do the sides here, rotate it 2 times, turn the edge. I like to do that, and do the top, and yes, finish up the top here, and another beam right above the other beam there. It's kind of overlapping each other. Place one here and place the other 1 meter beam right here, going into the wall, just like that. So you have like a nice little arch, a square top, no arch in the middle, and then we can fill that in with the satin a iron cage, just like that. And your window looking like this, not too fancy, just simple. Put a 1 meter beam to the side here and another to that side, and you can, if you want to, add shutters in this place, 1, 2, and 3, like that. And you can just leave it as is, or if you want to go extra mile, you can add window ledge by using the 1 meter floor, and just rotate this. You can switch around the snapping point so that you can get it in as easy as possible. And that is it for this side. So the next thing that we're going to focus on is our little workshop area here. So once you have the little stone floor here coming to this point here, so we're going to use this one. So you're going to take the snapping points here, just aim right here, rotate it 2 times, so 1, 2 to 2, and then you snap that in. And then you're going to snap one more stone floor beside it, like that. Then for right here, it's going to rotate it 1 time in, like that, and then you're going to place one right here and another, so 2. And then rotate this 1 time, 1, 2. This is going to be our entrance, so you can put the stone stairs right here and right here. And we'll switch back to the stone floor, set it to top again. So we're going to rotate it 1 time in. Let's make sure it's 1 time, and just place 2 right here. 1 more time, 2 right here, and basically just rotate this 2 times so that it is going in like that. So it's like 1, 2, and 3. So it should look like this so far. Nice little arch here. For the back here, so whenever you carry this, the top row here to the back here, so this last one here where it's this wall and it's going, it's pretty much touching the chimney. So this one, you're gonna snap another stone floor right beside it, like that, and then you're going to bring this straight across there. And once you're done, once you have this filled out, you can just fill this area out with stone floor, and also you can fill the inside with the stone floor as well, using the same level that is pretty much spilling over from outside. So you just can just fill this all up. So the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to add a little open roof, add an open roof concept here for the workshop area, and we're going to do is 1, 2. Place a code right here, 1, 2, place a code right here, and you're just going to connect these right in the middle. So it's going to overlap each other, so that is fine. And then to the back here, what you're going to do is that you're going to check 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then place a code right here. And then for over here, you're going to pretty much do the same thing. So grab your meter beam, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place a code right here. And then you can just connect these 2 sides like that. Now what you're gonna do is just fill these in, just add a 2 meter beams like this. You're pretty much gonna go straight across and down. You will have a it's gonna be different here. You will bring the beams here going across, but none of these gonna go this way. So you're just going to have a little rectangle box. So we're just gonna connect these. Just go all connect it like that. So once you're done adding that, you're going to grab your 1 meter beam and just going to connect one at the edge here. Other feet go in that direction, and you're pretty much doing this all around the structure here. It's just that the middle will be different, but you just do the rest as is. For the front here, it's going to be a little bit different here. So you're going to add these 1 meter beams here. Let's make sure that that's connected properly. You're going to grab your cord and just snap it at the front here. One right here, and then you're going to add another cord, another 1 meter beam, pushing out like that. Once you have that in place, you can switch on over to your shutters. You're going to attach it to the side right here, forward, and well, actually not here, but actually to the side here. Pretty much going to have a snapping point here for the because of the stone floor. So you can add this in because I put an upside down wall and a right side up angle 26-degree wall to create this design, and then you can just snap these in and just kind of bring this around and bring that to the side here. And you pretty much can stop right there, and for this side you just do the same thing. Let's go in line with this stone. Let's carry this line here, and you can choose to stop right here if you wish. And what you're going to do is that you can choose to whatever you're going to use, the forge that you're going to use, if it is going to be a smelter or the blast furnace, so whatever you prefer. So just going to put one right here and another right here, and then you can put your kiln in this area here. So let's grab a kiln and just place one below here and one beside it above there. And finally, for the front here, we're just going to add a core wood to create a snapping point to add these dragon adornment. So we're just going to position them so that you can get a nice little arch here at the front. We can take these out, and that is pretty much it for the work area. So we're going to focus on the top of the structure now. The next area we're going to focus on is the top of the house here. So we're going to grab our dark wood arch and we're going to connect it to the sides here. Set this snapping point to top inner, so you can put two on each side, set in the different direction. The one in that way, the other. So basically doing all of them like this. Once you have all the arches added, so you're going to grab your 1 meter floor. You're going to aim right here and just snap these in between the two arches. And just make sure that it's set it to the edge here, so it makes it a lot easier for you to get that in if you're having problems like I did with over there. And next you're gonna do is just get a 1 meter beam and just connect it to the sides here, here, and here. And once you have that connected, then you just connect a beam going across like this. So you're just gonna do this all around the structure. Next thing what you're going to do is that you're going to grab your core wood and you're just going to place it on the corners of each of the, so you should have 4. Then you're going to grab your dark wood arch and you're going to place these on top, so just like what we did at the bottom there. So make sure that it's snapping properly. Next thing what you're going to do is that you're going to grab your 1 meter floor and you're going to set it to the edge, and you can snap these in easy just like what we did at the bottom. And once you have all of these added, you're going to switch to your half wall and set it to the bottom 2 is fine, and then just rotate it, snap it to the edge there, and you're just going to bring this all the way across. So doing this all around the structure. So once this is in place, you can switch to your roof corner, the O piece there. You're going to snap these to the corner like this. Just aim right there, right at the edge. Just get all these in. Now once that is in, you're able to put the shingle roofs pretty easy. And we going to set the snapping point to bottom is fine, set it to top, whichever. That makes it a lot easier for you to snap these in. So just pretty much doing this around, all around. And you're going to fill this up just by bringing this all the corners up like this and add the roof shingles. And then for the top here, you just can grab a shingle roof ridge and just snap it in like that. Now there's one thing I wanted to point it out in the inside here, which we're going to add our stairs going up. So we'd first grab our ladder. I'm just going to snap it right here, so it should find a snapping point right here, and then it's going to put like a 1 meter floor, and then you're going to put another ladder right here. You're going to add a 1 meter floor here and one beside it, and then you're going to add a ladder going up like this. And then we're going to add another set of 1 meter stairs right here and here, and another ladder going up. And then right here is going to be a little bit different, so you grab your 1 meter wood, and for this side right here we're going to grab your 26-degree stairs. You're going to switch the snapping point to the bottom there, and then half of the stairs goes into the stone. It's not going to show on the other side, not to worry, and it's going to be on the same floor level as everything up here. So let's make sure that this is snapped in properly. Great. So you're able to go down the stairs smoothly. So just make sure to leave some space here, some headroom space. So it's going to fill this to about here. That should be, no, it needs to push back a little bit. So we're just going to grab a 1 meter beam floor and just fill this area out. Use 1 meter floor right here and here. That should be enough space for you, and we got good head clearance there. And you just can fill all of this out using the wooden floor. Another thing I wanted to point out, that these little gaps here where the stone, I didn't show where the stone didn't go up any further after putting the layout here. Leave these gaps here so you can add some little chest storage, because it's pretty much of a tiny build, so you want to make use of every space that is there. And yeah, just wanted to point it out that the windows for this top structure here. So first you're going to grab your shutters and you're going to place all of these to the sides here. So you're going to focus on this side, and this side. The back here, you're just going to fill this out just using regular wooden walls. Just add these, just fill this out using this. But for these, the other 3 sides, you're just going to add the shutters on the sides here, on here. So you're just going to carry this all the way up. Okay, so now that we have all the pieces to the side here added, so we're going to focus on the window, how we're going to shape this up. So we're going to focus on this middle beam here. So you're going to grab your door and just going to set the snapping point here to the edge. One over here and this one over here, so that we are able to snap in the shutters in the middle. So you're going to snap one, so you're going to snap it in a way where it is, yep, just focus on this pole here for the shutters. So it should, like, the door should be kind of running right through the middle of it. And the same thing for the other side, pretty much. And you're just going to go all the way up with this piece here and just do both sides, just because of the wooden pole that is showing. And what you next you're gonna do is that you're gonna grab your core wood. I'm just gonna make a little 0.5 meter snapping point here. So place one over there, place one right there, and then you're going to grab your dragon dormant and just rotate it, snap it right in there. Make sure it's rotated properly, so it's supposed to be straight. There we go. And then we just do the other side, and there we go. We get a nice looking arch at the top here. So just gonna do the same thing for the other 2 sides here, and add in these arches at the top. So now that all the windows have the arches, and the next thing you're gonna do is that you're going to grab your iron cage. You're gonna place one here. So the width of the windows are pretty much like a 2 meter and 0.25. Yeah, so that's why you have that little space there. So you're going to place this kind of overlapping the other cage. It's nice and easy, and just fill this out here. So let's do the same thing over here, and let's place this up top. And once that is in, because these little shutters, the poles are not straight, so just to make sure that it looks good, I am going to place some beams here. So just gonna create a set a snap point at the bottom, and just carry this all the way up to the top like that. So bottom all the way up like that, so that it looks, you know, a lot better. And just do the same thing here, and out here. So we're just gonna do all the windows, and once that is done, you can just add a bit of a window ledge here if you want. This one centered is centered, and just find a snapping point here. Let's rotate that in, and one right there. So you can do it for all the windows. There's one right here, rotate that in, and one right there. Nice. So once you have all of that in place, the next thing you're going to do is that we're going to place a beam in the center of each of these windows that we have here. So you're going to grab your door and it's going to look for the snapping point. So you're going to see right here with the crease of the beam that you're going to use that as a snapping point here. So you're going to snap a door right here, set it at the corner for so it can rotate in, and place another one beside it like that, and then grab your pole, and then you should be able to get a snapping point there for the center, and you just can carry that all the way up. Do the same thing for the other side. Get a snapping point there. I'll use corner 2 this time so I can snap it to this side here, and then snap another door beside it. Switch back to the wooden pole. We should get a snapping point there through the middle. Then we just grab a 1 meter beam and just connect to the sides here, and kind of connect them here to get it filled out properly. It's gonna have a little space there, so just want to make sure that it looks all good. And you pretty much can go inside and take the doors out. And to finish it off, you can add some shutters. So we can add some right here to the side. Just make sure that that's snapped in properly. So both that's okay. We'll just do the other side here, and you are good to go. So you can do this for the other windows. So right underneath here of the structure, we're gonna place a half wall that's going across like this, and just fill this side here, right here, and pretty much leave the middle as is, and do the side. Just bring this across like that, and that should be it.
That is it. Hope you had fun building this, and don't forget to always aspire to inspire. Peace.